What's up, gang? It's your boy Red, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back with it, man. So today I just want to do a little bit of a market review, and it's going to be somewhat of a comparison. I want to show week before last and last week because there was a difference in the conditions of the market. So I'd like to show you guys that and how you can adjust to different market conditions. And also want to talk briefly about my newest mission, which is making it to a payout on my newly funded account. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so here we are back at our favorite spot on the charts. So I am back at January 13th. This was Monday, and this week was really nice actually. The price action was running good. I think we got a setup on just about every day, except for Friday. I think Friday was like a no-go. It just never came back to our trigger for entry. So I just want to show you guys a difference between, how the market can be running in the way that we like it, where it's smooth, cleaner setups. I didn't really do much grading on these to find out if we had any A plus setups or what, but I remember things playing out really nicely for the team on my Telegram group. And unfortunately, I couldn't trade at that point because I was waiting to activate my funded account. So I had made my profit for the week, and that was it. I was waiting for payday. So let me just go through this real quick, a little review of my bread and butter strategy, which again I've learned and kind of adapted to how I like to work from ICT's concepts. It's based off of his optimal trade entry, or OTE. That's where the fib settings come from. And I just kind of I call it the hot zone, and just got my own little nicknames for it. But I give the credit to my guy ICT. If you have not checked him out, please do. He gives a ton of free training about trading, his concepts, and I will warn you, he is very in depth. He gives a lot of information. So my advice to you guys would be to find something that fits your trading style. Excuse me, I can't speak today. Something that fits your style and your personality, and learn that one thing, maybe two things, and just master those. Because if you really lock in and try to learn all of his techniques, you're going to be at it for a long time. I promise you. So anyway, the basics of my strategy is I'm looking for first off, I'm normally waiting till market open. I trade futures, so market open is 9:30 Eastern time. And I look for a displacement and break of structure, right? Or I should say break of structure with displacement. So you can see here, this is actually after the 9:30 open. We opened up right around in here. Market kind of danced around a little bit, and then we had these nice strong candles here pushing up, and it broke this structure, right? So when I see that, I run my fib. In this case, because it broke to the upside, I'm looking for a buy to continue to the upside. So you want to run your fib from this low to the high, right? And you want to wait for price to come back down into these levels. You got 0618, 0705, and 0.79. That is what I call the hot zone. This first one, 0618, is what I consider a aggressive entry. The orange line, which is 705 or 0.705, that is what I call a standard entry. And then the 0.79 is the prime entry because of the fact that it is the shortest distance from your stop loss. If you can get a deeper entry than that, then more power to you. It's all the better. So as you can see, Price broke the structure. We waited for it to come back. Our entry would have been in here. You can see this one was at a prime entry. Price came back, still respected the stop loss and pushed up, gave us TP1, TP2, 3, 4, and looks like it just kissed TP5 here. You might have fell a tick short. I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so this was Monday. If we move over, here's Tuesday. There was news, I believe, this day, which is why this candle is so ginormous. But once the market opened up, here's our 9:30 candle, danced around a little bit. Here's our displacement candles breaking this structure. So we ran our fib from here down to this low. And what you want to do, I'm gonna get rid of this just so you guys can see a little better. Looks like I got an extra fib in there. Let's get that out of there. What you want to do is when you're dragging this fib, you want to keep on following, because just imagine that none of this has happened yet. So you got the break of structure. Once you start seeing it pulling back in, you're drawing your fib. And if it hadn't gone back up yet, you would just keep following the fib down to each low, until it finally, starts tracing back up into your hot zone. In this case, this was the low that we stopped at. It pulled up into our hot zone, and we sold off for TP1, TP2, TP3, and TP4. That was Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday, more news. Another astronomical candle. This is your 9:30 open. Price pushed up, broke this structure. We drew our fib from the low, dragged it up to this high. Excuse me, we were waiting for the price to pull back into our hot zone. Here's your entry. Pushed it up, it gave us at least TP1. Okay. Looks like if you would have held, it gave you TP2 and TP3. That was, what did I say? That was Wednesday. Here's Thursday. You guys can see what I mean. Like the market was following what we needed. So here we are again. This is our 9:30 candle. Nice big juicy candle. Pressed down, eventually broke structure right here, right? So we drew our fib from the high down to the low because we broke structure to the downside. So we want to be getting a down position, a sell. So you're running the fib from the high down to this low, right? You're waiting for price to pull back up into your hot zone where you take your sell entry, and you're targeting at least TP1 where you stopped your fib at. This one gave you TP1, 2, 3, and 4. Just touched 4. And this one actually gave you a whole nother setup right after this one here to bring it to that final touch. So you could have gotten in and kind of added to your position if you wanted. You can see that this one again broke structure to the downside. Run your fib from the high to the low. Wait for price to come up into your hot zone to where you'll sell off TP1, 2, and 3 on this setup. All right, that's Thursday. And then, so Friday, this is the one that didn't work out, didn't give us any love, which is all good because you just won 4 days in a row. So let's see, where are we at? 9:30 was right up in here. Okay, so you had a press down for the 9:30, but you're not breaking any structure over here, so it's not following our rules, right? Then it just pressed up. We were running it from the early press because there was a lot of momentum pushing to that high from early in the morning. This was like freaking, yeah, 8 o'clock started and went crazy. So I was looking at it to see if I can get it to pull all the way back down in here somewhere. Never happened, so we did not get an entry. But look at this past week. Let me show y'all. It's Wednesday. Here's Monday. So this was Monday, right? Here you go with your market open. It's a bullish candle with displacement, and it is breaking this structure. So I ran it from the low, followed it up to the high until it started coming back. This was the entry zone. But if you look here, this is our stop. This ticked us right out of that before continuing up. So it was like a little fake out before it actually came up and took your TP1, looks like. This is like this is moving into the next session, so I wouldn't have even stuck around for that, because when trading the, God, what is the deal with me saying training and trading? It's like tongue twister number 1 today. God. Anyway, with trading futures with a prop firm, you are required to close your trades. You cannot carry them through the close of the session and then waiting for the open of the next session. So I wouldn't have been able to hold that anyway. All right, so that was Monday. Then we got Tuesday here. Let's see, here's our open. Broke down. Broke this structure with some nice displacement candles. So I drew the fib from the high down to the low. And there was so much, I don't even think I tried to enter on this, because the momentum on these candles, you can see they're just like strong bullish candles. So I knew it was going to blast through this stop. And that's exactly what it did. Boom, blasted right through. When I saw that, I think I took a trade just off of price action itself, using the momentum, and I grabbed a scalp or something like that in here. But that was it. I don't like to go past like 11 o'clock normally. I like to get my positions right around, 9:30 to like 11 is usually the sweet spot. So if we move on, Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. Now, I think Wednesday might have, no, it did not. Or yeah, it played out, but with a minor entry. So here we are with the 9:30, right? Nice bearish candle breaking this structure. Run our fib from the high to the low. Now what I was expecting was for a full pull up into one of these hot zone areas or up to the order block. But I'll spread this out a little bit so you can see. This one, it only gave us an entry at the aggressive entry. So people that were able to get in on that did get the win off of Wednesday's move. That one gave up a TP1, TP2, and that's it before it turned around, right? I think, I started looking at some other stuff here. This is actually sitting in the wrong location. I don't know. That might have been a 1 minute view, but this is probably something that would have been a little more that I would have been looking at if I was on the 5-minute chart with these bearish candles breaking this structure here. I would have been looking for it to pull up into the hot zone, but you can see here, this is like another fake out where it just didn't make it to TP1. So, you could have took your profits somewhere in here if you were early enough. Otherwise, it would have turned around and, yeah, been a no-go. Anyway, that's Wednesday. As you guys can see, this week was just not it. It's Thursday, 9:30 is right here. Price pressed high with the displacement candle here. Obviously, if this is on the 1 minute chart, you'd see a couple of the big healthy candles right there. running fib from the low to the high initially, and I think I flipped this because of the way it was acting. So let me see. Take that out. When we say this is Thursday, I must drop it down to 1 minute. Oh, okay, it's Friday. Friday. All right. Jeez. Come on, where we at? Thursday. Wednesday. Okay. Here is Thursday. All right, so here's your candles I was talking about. You got your 930 open, danced around for a little bit, broke our structure to the upside, so I was expecting a buy, but then you had these aggressive candles coming down, so we would have ran our fib actually from here, because that was the most recent low before structure was broken. I would have ran it up here, and seeing these bearish candles being so aggressive coming down, this was another sign that it was going to blast through our stop. So that was a no-go. Now, I don't think I went after this, but you can see here, I can just eyeball it now because I've been doing this for a while, but this is a little setup for a sell. So had I marked this one out and pass it on to the team, you got bearish candles here, breaking this structure. So you're looking for a sell, you would run it from the high down to the low. See if I can get it to stop magnets to it. So from to this low, looking for it to pull up into your hot zone, and you could have taken a sell from this area and got TP1, 2, and 3 before it turned around. And then the one that was given to us that was cleaner was Friday, and it actually was a pretty nice trade. I didn't hold it as long because at this point I had activated my funded account, and I'm being very cautious this time because I have gone in and lost funded accounts on the first day before, and yeah, it sucks when you do that. So I'm going to be a little more cautious and see if I can make it through to an actual payout. And that's kind of leading into or segueing into what I mentioned in the opener, is that I'm going to try to document the day's actions each day that I do trade at least, and try to, document the progress leading towards a potential payout. It was a top, well, I'll go through this first and then I'll show you guys. So this is 930 open. Clearly an easy bullish break of structure. We ran our fib from the low to this high before it started coming back down. Pulled perfectly into our hot zone and blasted up TP1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? So that's what I mean when it's Friday. That's the clean action we're looking for right there. Just bam, bam, launch. So anyway, try to speed up my stuff here. So this is the, as you can see, Express funded account that is active. These were the profits from that Friday move I just showed you, where I got out pretty early. I think I got out just at TP1, and I might have scalped a little more on top of it after TP1. I just don't remember. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be showing you guys, heading through the trading week coming up here, and see if we can make some actual money, man. I would love to be able to share my first payout with you guys, at least first payout on a prop firm. That would be pretty awesome, and I'd like to be living proof, showing you guys, being completely transparent that it is possible. And throughout my videos, I'm sure I've proven by now that it's a profitable strategy. As long as you follow the rules and manage your risk properly, you can do it. So I'm going to try to get to that next step and show you that it can be done. So, these are the stats from Friday's work. Um, you can see the P&L, profit factors, all that good stuff. Wins versus losses. It's all. That's one thing I like about TopStep a lot, is that they give you a lot of tools to work with, things that you would have had to pay like a subscription for on these journaling programs. They give you a journal basically, and it populates your information automatically. So it's like, it's a no-brainer. It's awesome. It tells you your trades that you've done, the time frame that you're doing them for. These were 15 to 45 seconds slow scalps. These ones were a little longer, a minute or two, 2 to 5 minutes. It lets you know what you're doing. So there it is, your calendar. It'll mark your calendar each day that you're trading, what your P&L is. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can open, yeah, if you click it, it'll actually give you your scale for the action. You can see I started off, I think I got a little bit of profit. Then I took a small loss for like 160 bucks basically, and then just rocked out for a few scalps all the way up until I said, all right, that's enough. But yeah, so hopefully I can stick to my word, excuse me, and document these actions going forward, and you guys can come along for the ride. I would appreciate the company, and I appreciate you guys for watching. So I think that's all I have for you now. So hope everybody had a great week. Please enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to backtest, practice the strategy if you're going to follow my strategy. Please excuse these ugly blue candles because that is not what I use. But I'm trying to test out this little green screen thing, and give a different background for my videos. So in order to do that, I got to get my green candles off. So womp womp. That's what it is. You guys take care, and I will see you on the next video. All right, peace, one love, and lots of hair grease. I'm out. See ya.